Once upon a time, when orange groves were being transformed into housing tracts and freeways were being built, our UU Church was taking root in Orange County. Here's how it all began. A minister's daughter moved to Orange County in the early 1950s. Finding no liberal church to attend, she decided to start one herself. Like-minded religious liberals accepted her invitation to meet on Sunday mornings in her living room, and OCUUC was born. Soon the fledgling UU group outgrew the living room and moved to the nearby American Legion Hall. The congregation continued to grow. They hired a minister and began a music ministry, and they launched a building fund to raise money to build a new church facility of their own. An architect who was also a church member designed the building, and in the early 60s, the congregation moved into the new facility atop a mesa on Victoria Street. Over time, the Hilltop congregation grew, just as Orange County's population was growing. The campus underwent 3 expansions with a number of beloved ministers providing spiritual leadership. As the church celebrated its 50th anniversary, members soon realized there wasn't enough parking for future growth. So in 2013, after many months of deliberation, the congregation purchased its current home at 2845 Mesa Verde Drive East. It was time to bid a fond farewell to Victoria Street and walk together to the new church campus across town. Everyone rolled up their sleeves now that the new church was a reality. Hundreds of hours of sweat equity were logged in to adapt the church campus to fit our needs. The congregation pulled together and did the hard work of creating a new church home. A local architect worked with the church leaders to draw up plans to convert the 2-story building into a new sanctuary. However, soon it was apparent plans had to be set aside for the time being, knowing we would return to the plans in the future. In the meantime, the social hall, Daniel's Hall, was called into service as a temporary sanctuary with a capacity for seating 140. Another major milestone in 2013 was the hiring of Reverend Sean as the new minister to lead OCUUC into the future. She began settling into her new ministry and worked with the congregation to further adapt to the new church home. Then in 2018, Reverend Sean and church leaders began to revisit the goal of building the new sanctuary. We were stymied in growth by our small, temporary sanctuary space. In April 2018, the Board of Trustees voted unanimously to move forward to lay a foundation for fundraising and conceptual planning. A new sanctuary task force, with members representing different aspects of the congregation, was formed and began its work. A theme for the capital campaign was developed: honoring our past, building our future, and goals for the project were established based on prior new sanctuary congregational meetings. The goals are to develop a sanctuary that provides worship space that is meditative, inspiring, and reflecting the warmth of our community, allows for fostering growth of the congregation and increases our influence on Orange County, provides community outreach through church-hosted concerts, film series, educational opportunities, and lectures, and provides for opportunities to generate rental revenue by serving as a site for weddings, memorial services, etc. An experienced architectural firm, Domus Studio of San Diego, was selected to develop a conceptual plan with a forward-looking design opening up the sanctuary to our newly finished courtyard and featuring new audiovisual technology. The architect and task force unveiled architectural concepts at a congregational presentation on Labor Day Sunday 2018, and we announced that $100,000 had been pledged to the multiple-year capital campaign to get the ball rolling. By the end of 2018, $550,000 was raised during the initial year of the capital campaign. In May 2019, the board formed a new committee, the Property Use Group, and hired a consultant to explore all our options. Since 2019 and into 2020, the Property Use Group explored all options and consultants' recommendations and has kept the congregation updated. In January 2020, the congregation voted to approve the concept of building a new sanctuary, replacing the two-story building, and approve a capital campaign moving forward into a second phase. Since then, we've been fortunate that so many of you have made your generous pledges and gifts in support of the project, totaling $898,000. We're also grateful to have been awarded a $250,000 grant from the Spirit Level Foundation for this project. Also, thanks to success of our Wild and Scenic Environmental Film Festival, this year's festival contributed over $3,000 to the campaign. Overall, the campaign total is $1.15 million and still growing. As you can see, OCUUC has a history of taking leaps of faith when the time was right to honor our past and build our future. We stand poised in this new year to take a bold step as a congregation to make our new sanctuary a reality. But it will be up to you. Are you ready? Come to the town hall meeting after the church service on January 31st and let us know.